Welcome to the hood. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. Uh, I will need some help from you to actually have your help. If you can hear me, give me a couple thumbs up. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, just want to make sure that you guys can hear me and we can get this show started. Happy Wednesday. Today is a special day in the spirit industry. Today is Happy Bartender Day. So if you are at a bar or if you have a friend that is a bartender, my men here, Andrew and Dion, hello to you guys. Happy Bartender Day. Hope you guys are having a good time here in Omaha and making yourself a stiff drink. Um, it's February, and this is the last week of Black History Month. And for this last week of Black History Month, I really wanted to actually take a moment and really um, give homage to some of these brands that are here helping us uh, and bringing product out. I tell people that Black History Month really is not truly just about, what is in the book, right? Black History Month just means that opportunity and equality. That's really all it's about. And as some industry that are more dominated by a certain color than others, it only makes sense that when it comes to February, where it's Black History Month, and some of these spirit creators, some of these people of color that have created this spirit are out. We should give them a little bit of homage and we should give them the roses for what they're doing out in the spirit world. Thank you all so much for joining. I see Ohio in the house. I see Omaha in the house. And if I'm here, Philly's in the house. So thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you all being here. We have an hour to spend together. And I just wanted to go through the spirits, do a little tasting, and I will need your participation as well. If you haven't done yet, make sure you share this live with your friend. Bring them on. Doesn't matter where they're from or their creed or what they believe. If they're people lovers and spirit lovers, this is the place for them. And we can actually get this thing started. North Carolina in the house. Appreciate y'all jumping in. Appreciate you so much. As you can see, I want to welcome you to my hood, aka my bar. If you look behind me, those are the things that I have behind me. Chicago in the house. I appreciate that. And just want to make sure that we are here. We learn a little bit. And we explore maybe some stuff that you as a person never actually get a chance to look at. And I want to make sure that we are correct on one thing. A lot of brands do claim that they're black owned, but the work I've done is to find brands that are 100% black owned. Doesn't matter if it's a membership or not, or if they're together or not, it's just black owned. So if I talk about this brand, there's some brands that I don't know about, and I would love for you guys to tell me about them and give those brands their roses. So I wanted to make sure that we bring those spirits up, and we can all be together. Thank you for joining. I'm seeing Alabama in the house, Miami in the house. Thank you so much. I'm seeing people from all over the place. I'm very excited. So without further ado, I want to show you guys the brands that I have captured my attention, and I have a surprise brand also that I'll be bringing up as well. These brands just caught my attention because when you research brand that I started from the grind up, they've actually done the work and they're 100% black owned. So that's the reason why I'm bringing out those brands. Like I said, there may be some brands that I don't know about, and if you know those brands, uh, share them with me. I'll be more than happy to actually explore them. Now I have to give you a disclosure here. I did some of these brands. I did the research, I found them, and I never tried them. Some brands I've already tried. So today, you're going to see a live tasting of me having some of these liquors. So I want to ask for some grace. I want to ask for some grace because if some of them don't sit right with me, it's maybe not my profile, but I will do my best to be impartial and obviously give you guys my honest opinion about them. We are going to go into regular whiskey, into bourbon, um, and we are actually gonna dabble in tequila, right? And see how we finish, right? So, um, where do we start? Let's start with. I'm gonna start with the one I know a little bit about, and I never had, and we are gonna start by the first one. The first one here is Bro Brothers. Bro Brothers, and I thought it was BRO Brothers, but it's Bro Brothers. Bro Brothers pretty much is from Kentucky. Um, from the claim, these are three Kentucky brothers. If you look here, and I'm gonna do the honor to actually show you here what this looks like. You don't need to see my face. We can look at what Bro Brothers look like. So here's what Bro Brothers look like. If you look at it, this is what Bro Brothers look like. It's three brothers that started this company. The acclaimed fame is that they are the first black-owned distillery in Kentucky. I've heard a lot of rumor around that, but we're not really here to know what's happening. We're just here to give them their roses. Um, they have been actually publicizing this quite a bit. I think it came out last year. This is a bourbon. It doesn't say Kentucky straight. It just said bourbon, born in Kentucky. Um, is 82% alcohol, a little bit below what the level of alcohol that I drink. Um, I have read here behind it that it says it will only be a matter of time before the Louisville, Kentucky born Yarbrough brothers will make their mark on the word, starting from the humble beginning. So it tells a little bit about their journey. So if you look at it, this if you're in a store and you see this bottle, these are the bottle that are actually about the Bro Brothers bottle. So um, just want to make sure you guys pick it up if you're there. But I'm going to give you an honest tasting today. So you guys get to see everything about Bro Brothers. So, like I said, full disclosure, I never had Bro Brothers a day in my life, never tasted it before. So I don't know what it tastes like. So we are going to have a full tasting today. And I'm going to give you what I call my quick 1 minute tasting. So I'm trying to go back and see your comments here. Um, all behind the building, I'm loving this. Uh, all right. Let's make sure we actually have a moment here to come in. Nice pop. Nose is not bad. Now, because I have a lot of tasting tonight, I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm not going to pour too heavy. I just want to give it a quick, something quite simple as tasting notes so we can see. So these are the Bro Brothers. You can see it here. That's the bottle. Color wise, I mean, it's very light on the color. It's almost yellow on the color. Very light yellow on the color. Um, doesn't show a lot of dense color at all. It's quite light gold is what I would give it. It is clean. Uh, Shows that it been filtered, so it's quite clean, but very light yellow if you look at it. So on the nose, I get a little bit of maltiness. Uh, we get some little fruity. Uh, yeah, little fruity, a little citrus and apple on the nose. You don't get anything pungent really. Yeah, very, very simple. Is actually according to there is a question right here, so I'll put it on the screen. And I'm going to show that. Say, what's the proof? Tim is asking, what's the proof? The proof is 82 proof. So, like I say, it's a little below what I like my proof to be, but sometimes these may be the best sipper. So, yeah, very citrusy on the nose. You get a little bit of that oatmeal kind of background on the nose. So let's give it a try. So it's it's quite It's very light on a palate, very very light on a palate. Not too, doesn't coat your mouth at all. It's just straight, very light. It reminds you of if you the beginning of if you took a little bit of lemonade, like the citrusiness of a lemonade, like an orange zest, and you mix it with a liqueur. That's what you get. Uh yeah, I don't know how old this. There's no age statement on this, so they're calling it also bourbon whiskey. I'm gonna assume for them to call it bourbon, I'm assuming they actually have it at two age at minimum of 2 years, a new charred oak. So that's how I put it. That's what I know. There's no age statement here, so we are gonna go with that. Um, there's no age statement on it at all, and I haven't found one anywhere. So I'm assuming it's a 2 year um, bourbon. You get a lot of sweetness for the from that's I'm assuming just from the corn. Is very corn forward, like like yellow corn, and it's mainly just like I would say it's like cream of corn. That's what you get, and is a lot of savory flavor. Not a lot of whiskey for me. So if this, I will qualify this bottle as somebody who have done a lot of cognac in their life and want to dabble into whiskey may actually like this because the punch is not there, and obviously you're not getting any of the the bold flavor that you get from a strong mash bill. So would this be a daily drinker for me? Probably not. But if a friend of mine actually come and say, "Hey, I've been a cognac guy, or I've been an Alizé and really sweet cocktail things, but I want to dabble into whiskey," I would definitely start him with this because that's probably the beginning of it. So that's where I will classify that. But not bad, not bad. That's where I put it. Not bad. So that was Bro Brothers, and Bro Brother is from Kentucky. Um, let me see here. Um, yeah, Bro Brothers is from Louisville. Actually, they claim to be Louisville boys, so I'll give them that. So that was Bro Brothers for y'all. Let's move on to the next one. The next one we're gonna do is from Georgia. So if anybody is here from Georgia, Georgia is representing the house. So again, we have the rule of, yep, Joubert said, then that's my type of whiskey. For the light, well, I'll display your comment. Yep. So this is my type of whiskey. Okay, I'll be at the house a weekend. Yes. Joubert is a friend of mine, so yes. But yeah, the reason why I did a live and I didn't want to pre-record is I actually wanted to make sure that we obviously you know what do you call it uh you I didn't want to pre-record it to no I wanted you to get my real yeah my real opinion, so that's why. The question here is, have I checked Al Sorel? No, I heard about it, but I haven't checked it. I know it's black owned because I read a few magazines, so that's what I would say. Like I said, the next one we get into uh, is gonna be Majestic. Majesty is what I have here. Majesty, from what I hear, Majesty, I will show it here. Majesty is from Georgia. So Georgia is a Georgia brand. Let me show you guys a little bit of what this is what Majesty look like. This is what it should look like. Seem like the my other one was doing more justice. So this is what Majesty looked like. Majesty was created by three brothers. Three brothers that sourced the whiskey is age 30 month new oak. So 30 month is 2 years and 6 months. So they can call it bourbon. So as long as you have anything in new barrel oak for more than 2 years, you can call it bourbon. So this is a Georgia bourbon. So beautiful design. It reminds me almost like a Gucci or a Fendi, one of those design that are, almost I like to say almost a little bit designer design. Is a little slick on the design, but um, it is a little bare if you look at it. But I actually like the yellow and black. For me, it says a little more exotic on the yellow and black. Again, another brand that I've never tried before. So you guys are getting 100% full opinion today of me trying this brand. So uh, this is Majesty and Georgia in the house. So Georgia in the house. So if you're in Georgia, they'll represent Georgia's three brothers that actually came up that partnered to come up with Majesty. So uh, no, well, the reason why is because of this. No, Ben, what I'm saying is the reason why is because of this thing that you find like on Versace, Gucci, or Fendi is this type of design that you find on those type of brand. Is that was my point. So we're talking about Majesty. Majesty is also 80 proof. So again, still not in the category of things that I like, but ooh, nice pop. Georgia special. So let's see what Georgia has to offer us. Okay, let's take a look. So here's the Majesty bottle right here. Is Majesty. Oh, I can see now Majesté, like Majesty. So really, what do you call it? Egyptian style of, okay, now this makes sense. I should have guessed that is the Egyptian style, old ways in life, like you can see in the tombs. And okay, now this makes sense. And that's the same thing that Versace and all of them use anyway. So color, almost same thing as Bro Brothers. Is a little, just a little gloomy, not completely clear. If you take a look at it, not completely clear, a little gloomy. I don't know what filtration system they use, but if you take a look at it, this is what we're looking at, pretty much. Very light, just like the Bro Brothers. On the nose, you get the same corn. I don't know where they're sourcing the whiskey, but the nose is very similar. It's very corn forward. Yeah, very, very corn forward. I have a feeling it will be sweet as well. So yep, called it. Now the difference here is this one have an interesting finish, a little more back end finish. Seem a little slightly more mature. You get a little bit of that licorice in the back of your palate, but at the beginning, same thing. Very flat, very, very just corn forward and sweet. Some citrus, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Nothing that punch you in the face like boom, like oh flavor. It's more like very simplified. So I mean, is 2.5 years old in bourbon. This is very young, so obviously is what you can expect from very young. This might be like step two from any new drinkers in a whiskey. That'll be your step two, obviously. Like step one was the Bro Brothers. Step two definitely is this one because it has a little something at the end of it, a little licorice, a little that will get you. The price, I think it was like a 30 some dollars or 40 some dollars. I bought it on Reserve Bar. No, I think no, it was in the 40s, 40 to 50 range. That's where it was, 40 to 50 range. The question was, what was the price range on it? Yeah, was the price range, and I think it was 40 to 50. That's where it was. And same thing for Brew Brothers. I think it's between 40 and 50. So, I mean, kind of fair price in my opinion. So, yeah, you get almost the same nose, very young bourbon profile, nothing too shabby, right? It's still okay. Like I say, it's still a beginner's drink. So I would definitely advise anybody that just starting to dabble in, is used to having really sweet cocktails. That's the beginning where you don't burn yourself too much. You don't just destroy your palate. You just going slowly. That's where I would tell you to sit. So again, classify as okay for me. Again, being a professional or a more mature drinker, that would not be my first choice to jump to. Um, we are going to move to the third one. The third one is actually a very interesting one. Yep. So the system admin makes a good choice. Yep. I like to say you have to support brands have to always start somewhere. Most of the brand have to start somewhere. And like I say, young bourbons for me are good for me to taste. All right, they're good for me to taste, but they're not good for me to sit and really enjoy because I enjoy complexity when it comes to flavors. I want to sit there and ask myself, like, what was that, right? But the reason why I'm making this live is by supporting this brand. None of these brands, I have to make it clear, paid me a penny. None of them actually offer me $1. I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart because I believe that in Black history and Black culture, we need to be able to support Black brands. And as this brand are producing things, and me being a whiskey enthusiast and obviously a whiskey educator, I want to bring it to your attention. You may like it, you may hate it, you may not be your taste profile, but like I said, I haven't tasted any of them and just went, oh, this is terrible. It's more like, okay, this is for a beginner, white drinker. Beginner drinker. For me, I post this in 3 ways. You're either a beginner drinker, you're, are a proficient drinker, or you're in the middle where you just dabble, you know a little bit about a little bit. I've been there 6 years ago. Now I'm not there. So yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for always being here. We're gonna move to the next one. The next one is actually a very interesting one. The next one is guidance, right? The next one is guidance. It's quite interesting. Uh, Guidance. So guidance is a distill in Iowa, which is just close to me. I'm in Nebraska. So guidance is distilled in Iowa and aged in Tennessee. The brother that started is a brother that started guidance, and he sent me pictures. Actually, you can see this is guidance, what he looks like. Yeah. So I would use the light one so you guys can see it. But this is what guidance looked like. I like the bottle shape. It's quite heavy. It's quite. You have some more. It's it's kind of imposing, and I really like that. Um, it's a guidance whiskey, American craft spirit, but interestingly, is a small batch. So it's a small batch. It's been aged for 2 years. So it was distilled in Iowa, right? I don't know if it's MGP or not, just grains that it sourced, but aged in Tennessee. So it's not an original Tennessee whiskey, but it was aged in Tennessee. I don't know why he chose that. Hopefully, one day I will have him on so he can explain this to me. But this is guidance. Short bottle, owned by a brother. If you guys don't go on Guidance Whiskey, you'll find them. And in the description of the title, if you actually look through the description of this episode, I made sure I put everybody's handle down so you can click on it and visit them on Instagram and really see what exactly they have going on. So you guys go check them out. I'm just here to talk about it. You guys, I want y'all to actually go check them out and make an opinion out of it. But here we are here for the support. We are here to actually tell the brands that we see you, we see the hard work you put in, and we appreciate that you are walking into the industry and trying to make a difference and trying to actually bring Black forward. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm going to take a moment. Again, first time pouring guidance. Actually, the craziest thing is I've had guidance for almost 6 months now. This is a bottle that was distilled in 2017. And the funny thing is a small batch. Small batch usually means that they took a small place of it and put it out there for, it's not a single barrel, but they found like 10 or 20 barrels and just put them together because their taste was profound. So I was curious why he called it a small batch, but this is a batch 2. So I don't know if there is any other batch out there, but I would love to try this to see what we're looking at. So comparatively to the first 2 that I've tried, color-wise, You can see this one come up maybe about the same color, but a little, just a little bit darker, just a little bit darker than the one I had before. So you have a more reddish hue to it, so a little bit darker. Let's see what the nose give us. Does Iowa distilling makes a difference? Yeah, the nose is very funky. There's a funk. Yeah, that's just weird funk about the nose. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. All right, let me see. And if you guys wonder why I'm smelling my elbow, is because I want to reset my nose so I can actually smell correctly. The nose so far is very odd. I'll be honest, is very odd. I don't even know how to place it. It's a little ethanol with a little bit of, let me see. Maybe I'm gonna go a little far. It's very interesting. Herbal, yeah. There's herbal. It remind me of very flowery, but not like it's green, like green flowers. Like is it parsley? I don't know where to place, but it's very herbal. Like it's like it's funky. Like you see how you leave uh what's the best way to put it? Is you see how you have like a you blend like a vegetable blend and you leave it for a long time and you come and smell it. There's a little funk that hits you from the fermentation of that vegetable, and that's what you get. I don't know if it's dandelions. I don't know what. I can't place it, but it's very herbal, and I can tell you, it doesn't fall in my taste profile at all. If you like herbal stuff, if like vegetarian people that consume quite a algae kind of style, this may be in your definitely in your taste profile because I'm tasting it and it's quite interesting. I can tell you, it's very interesting. Second sip, better than the first one. It has nice legs on it if you look at it. But on the front palate, I'm telling you, nothing. Like nothing is happening. Only in the back palate that I'm able to get something. Nothing is happening here. Um, Again, this is a young whiskey, a young whiskey. Um, Very young, so I'm very curious to see what's gonna come next. I'm somebody who always liked my whiskey the way I like my coffee or I like my food. It has to speak to me in a certain way. Um, it's very interesting. That's the best way I can put it. It's quite interesting. Not definitely not in my taste profile. I would definitely jump to Majesty or or Bro Brothers before I jump to it. Just the herbalness is just it's not roots wise, Jubel. It's not roots. It's more. It's like it's very herbal. Like maybe I don't like eating my vegetables. That's why. I don't know. I can see by it aging a little bit, it may give you a little bit of Tabasco, maybe tobacco taste later. But honestly, for now, you don't get that. You really don't get that. Let's move to the next one. The one and the only by Ray Walker. You guys, if you've been on any of my live recently, we are talking about St. Cloud. St. Cloud whiskey is a Kentucky straight. Um, um, Yeah, Corey's saying the same thing about the taste profile as well. If you look at it, this is St. Cloud whiskey. If you've been here, you see I did interview Ray before. This is St. Cloud whiskey. Is source whiskey also, but it is a Kentucky straight. If you look at it, it's a Kentucky bourbon, redefined. Is a 12 or 13 year cask strength. Now you speak in my language. We are talking about 100 and it's 122 proof. And if you know, the tagline to my channel is "The truth is barrel proof." So this is St. Cloud, 12 years. Now I'm not opening mine. I actually had to call Ray and say this bottle is so expensive. Price wise, I can tell you right now, it's very expensive. So if you really like the design, go spend the money. Um, um, the batch one I told Ray before is not really my favorite, but the 7 year and the 13 year, just amazing, amazing taste, from what I've read. But if you look at it, the bottle itself, look at the design just amazing. We can give the design award to Ray when it comes to whiskey design. This man knows how to make a bottle look sexy, look beautiful. So I cannot not give him that. That's just beautiful. So I just want to make sure that you guys are checking it out. But I actually had him send me a sample of the 13 years. So as you can see, color is the same as the other one. He sent it to me. I'm pouring it. It's 2 ounce. Probably won't finish it now, but I'll probably get back to it. But look at the color. It's a 13 year. Look at this color. The design and the color just look amazing. Drink, yeah, like look at the color. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful red hue color. Just you can buy this. Can buy this in the street. Just beautiful ruby red. Yeah, deep color, very deep. You can barely see me through it. Um, so sometime age also is a factor, even if your bourbon is source, age is still a factor and it may help. The older your bourbon, probably the better it is. Sometime, not always, but sometime. Uh, yes, yet make sure you DM me. We can make that happen. Uh, as I'm smelling this, you get fresh. Oh yeah, this have an interesting already profile on the nose. Yeah, yeah, on the nose you get a little bit of that caramel. You get some corn, dark cherry, just cherry fruit, like very cherry forward fruity. Some apple and a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah, yeah, a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah, let's taste it. Mm, mm, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, this hits you in the face. You got to wake up early for this one. I can barely descend the taste because 122 proof kind of hits you right away. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me take another sip. Mm. It's like a model of raspberry, strawberry, cherries, and apple smashed together and giving you just that juice. It's just that. It's very, very. No, it's not only available in Kentucky. If you actually look up St. Cloud, they go by batch, so it's not always available. But every time it's out, I think it's available in California, in Kentucky, and a lot of places. So if you look it up, whew, yeah, this is barrel proof. I'm glad I drank the low proof before I got to this because whoa, this is everything. is it hits you like the flavor profile just stays in your mouth. It coats your mouth, it stays in. It's like I'm not going anywhere. The finish is like a spicy a spicy apricot. That's what you get on the finish. It like it stays right here. So whoa. You'll have to, yeah, it's available in Georgia. Yeah. Mm. Guys, if I keep drinking this, yeah, I'm not gonna make it through the live. This thing is hot, it's good. Like I say, I'm reminding you, make sure you share this live with your friend, share it in your group of whiskey. Let's bring people on so they can see what Black Brand are out here doing. Um, price point, I believe, is like 200. Yeah, the upper 200 is like 199 up. So that's what I'm saying. It's quite expensive compared to what you used to, but it's a 13-year also bourbon. So I think you're up 200, 200. Some people sell at 290. I saw I saw sometimes $400 for St. Cloud. But like I say, design wise, bar none, Ray knows how to design a bottle. But taste wise, you definitely have to take a look at, what works. If you're really a dark fruit, like I would say, like a mottled dark fruit profile type of person, this says it all. It has all the red dark fruit, like think of apple, citrus, raspberry, cherry just put together and just smash it and um just have this juice. And it's barrel proof, so obviously it hits you in the face. Like I literally have to revisit it to actually get you all the profile, but this is a quick review, so don't quote me on the rest. Is strong. It's strong. So, but congratulations, St. Cloud. I'm keeping this bottle for a special occasion, because I'm telling you right now, once I open it, it's gonna hurt my soul when I open it. But it's a bottle that I really like, and it looks beautiful in the bar. So there you go, St. Cloud whiskey. Now we are going to talk about. Are you ready? Who's ready? Maybe let's take a 30-second. All right, let's take a 30-second commercial, and we'll be back. I would like to take a moment to actually tell you guys that I've talked to a few of my friends. If any of you guys are on Clubhouse, I've talked to a few of my friends, and a few people on Clubhouse obviously have been affected by the weather in Texas. And a lot of people have lost their houses, and a lot of people couldn't have, weren't able to actually do anything. We live in Nebraska, so obviously some of us actually are used to this cold, and we built for this cold. And I just want to take a moment to tell you guys that if you text CH loves TX, right, what is on the screen right now, to 770 and donate $1 or $2 or $4, doesn't matter, $5, I would really appreciate it. This is going to the Urban League of Austin. A lot of families that were not prepared for this type of weather to affect them. Regardless of where we're coming from, there's one thing I know about us, the whiskey industry, is we love people, and we always ready to help. So even if it's $1 that you have, make sure you help. So the people in Texas that went through this weather that they were not prepared for at all have the opportunity to actually do and get back to their regular life. So I want to make sure I give you all a moment. I like to call it, this is my good grace moment for y'all. So if you donate anything, put in the chat, say, hey, I've donated, just so you know you're out here donating and helping people. And making sure that we are helping others, right? Doesn't matter if you're immigrants, if you're Black, white, Asian. When your brother human being is actually in trouble, you come in and you help. And the way I've looked at the images in Texas, I can tell you right now, like Kevin Hart say, they were not ready. They were not ready at all for what's going to hit them. And a lot of people lost their belonging. I've seen videos of kids just literally like using like like what the place where the cats go, and a kitty litter to be able to actually use the bathroom and be able to go. So put an F in the chat if you actually texted and donated, and we'll see how much we can donate tonight for them. So I just want to take a moment and thank you all again for being. Uh, yes. So if you guys, and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put in a comment. Um, I'm gonna put it right here. If you guys don't want to do it and you rather donate to the show, and I can donate on the show behalf, I do not care. I can obviously just put it. Uh, I can put my Cash App here, so you guys can actually, if you want to donate, you can donate, and I will donate on behalf of this live that we did tonight. So that doesn't bother me at all. As long as we are helping, we are able to actually do this. Um, Let me make sure I know my Cash App, because I'll be lying if I tell you that I know. Let me see. Cash App. Let me see. Uh, yep. Want to make sure I have my Cash App right. So if you guys rather not actually have your thing show, I'm displaying my Cash App there. You guys can actually use my Cash App and donate, and we'll all go in. All right. So this is the image. I want to make sure I got my Cash App right, um, and we can actually get this thing done. So thank you all. If you donate or you decide to donate, I'm more than happy to actually uh, make sure that we get this one and help, literally help the people in Texas. Those people were not ready. They were not ready at all. Johnny, thank you for donating. Thank you so much for donating. Like I said, my Cash App is here. If we donate any amount, I will make sure that I actually let the people know that we've donated a certain amount on this show. Um, if you're not Cash App, I text CH, so that's Clubhouse Love Texas. So CH Love TX, and text 7770, and then you can donate out of your own pocket. $5 will help somebody. So that's our commercial break for the moment, and I want to make sure that we talked about that before. So I'll keep that under the thing. I'll keep my Cash App there as well, and I will donate as we go. So now let's move on to the next brand. Uh, this brand does not need any introduction, right? If you never heard of Uncle Nearest, obviously you should. You should definitely know who Uncle Nearest is, right? So if you guys never heard of Uncle Nearest, I'm card away. I'm revoking your black card. Fawn Weaver have done an amazing job on bringing the name of Nathan Green, Nathan Nearest Green, back on the face of the earth. This is a Tennessee whiskey. Um, I think in the last 3 years, it shatters every single record of whiskey out there. Everyone love Uncle Nearest. More award that I can even list here. And Fawn Weaver made sure she actually did homage to um, Jack Daniel. Now I have to make sure that we actually know one thing, and I wanted to make sure I make this a point. Jack Daniel did not own slaves. I have to make sure you guys know this, because this is a misconception that been going around. His former employer, aka or family related or former employer that he did whiskey for, help, is the one who owns slaves. And Nearest Green is the one who actually, he said, "Hey, this is this is my liquor guy. Go and help him, help Jack, so they can actually do." When Jack had the opportunity to create his own distillery, what he did is he actually brought in the best person he knew to do the job. He brought in Nearest Green. Nearest Green helped him, and through generation till today, the Green family still work for Jack Daniel. Till we had Uncle Nearest, and Uncle Nearest and Jack Daniel actually did a collaboration. The Jack Nearest, to actually bring scholarship for people that want to know how to distill, for women and minority people that want to get into the distilling game. So before we go forward, I want to make sure that's clear. People always say, "Oh yeah, Jack Daniel." Yeah, a black man did teach Jack Daniel how to actually make his whiskey, but he was not a slave of Jack Daniel. So I just want to make sure this is clear. So thank you all so much for listening. Now, I will tell you guys that I'm a little biased. The reason I'm a biased is because I've tried all of them before, and tonight we get to try my favorite. So if you look at the expression of Jack Daniel, you have the 1884, which is their small batch. You have the regular one that you can find over. The premium whiskey is 100 proof right here, right? You can't miss that one. And obviously you have the 1884, which is 93 proof, the small batch one right here. Again, those two are not my favorite, but tonight we get to try my favorite. The reason why these two are my favorite, this one is my favorite, is because it goes by all the rules that I actually go by when it comes to whiskey, right? It's 1820, is a single barrel. Tennessee whiskey, I have to put a disclaimer. Tennessee whiskey is not my favorite, not usually, unless it's actually unfiltered or is straight from the barrel. And this one is a single barrel. It's 11 year, and I can tell you, I just love it. Right, I love it. But the one thing that makes this Tennessee whiskey even more special, if you look at it, um, is that I love Tennessee. I love this whiskey particularly, and I'm gonna teach you one thing, something that I have special for you, because today is Bartender's Day. We are going to make ourselves uh, an old fashioned. I call it the uh, Uncle Smoke, right? A smoked old fashioned. So Uncle Smoke is what I'm gonna call it. So I would tell you right now, I've had, as you can tell from the bottle, I've had a few sip of this. I love it. I really love this 1820 years. If you don't see it from me right here, so just beautiful. On the nose, it smell like peanut butter. I tell people all the time, if you're a peanut butter lover, it smell like a peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter. That's the best way for me to put it. Mm. It's 100 and yeah, 118 proof. A lot of peanut butter brittle. You get like a lot of profile of peanut butter. So I try to say that is Dickel, but somebody corrected me that it may not be. So it's still in the air, so I can't really say anything. So uh, I'm gonna teach you how to make what I call the smoke uncle. That's the best way to put it. The smoke uncle. Let me see. So instead of using a sweetener or like a simple syrup, I'm actually going to use Cointreau because of I want all the citrus spice to actually be available. So I'll put all the citrus spice up. And I for the smoke uncle, I'm gonna use two bitters. I'm gonna use orange bitters and I'm gonna use chocolate bitters. So one, two of the bitter, and I'm gonna use some chocolate bitters as well. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna pour in about 2 months of this one. There you going to blend it right quick. And one of the greatest things you'll get to do that we are going to come in with. There you go. Glass here. If you guys don't know, I really love my smoke top. It's one of my favorite way to smoke anything. And since this actually already have a lot of peanut butter in it, I'm going to use some cherry here. And if you guys never seen me smoke anything, you're in for a treat. I love smoking stuff because it kind of give you all you need, you know, from all you need to smoke. So this is my smoker. And if you look through it here, if you look at the bottom, it literally smokes everything you need. All right, there you go. Get all the smoke that you need inside. Look at that. It's like a science experiment. There you go. So we kill it, and you get a little bit of that smoke. And straight from there, you pour a little bit of it in, and there you go. We got a little bit of the smoke uncle. There you go. There you go. So I love this in an old fashioned because it's barrel proof. It's just amazing, and it falls well with a little bit of the chocolate and the citrus. It elevate the drink. So tears. Yep. Tastes as amazing as I remember it. So this probably the 1820, because it's barrel proof, falls perfectly in old fashioned lovers and people that actually just love to actually try something that is a little different. Is not your usual quote unquote whiskey profile. It's Tennessee whiskey, but it works perfectly in an old fashioned. So last but not least, yeah, the truth is barrel proof. So I really like that because yes, this is my glass. Um, if you guys are here and you don't know yet, I don't know if you know my store, but my store is hoodsome.com, www.hoodsome.com. That's my store. If you want shirt, hat, or anything that I actually put, I have new glasses that are out. Make sure you check it out. Let me know what you think. I always love feedback. I'm keeping the Texas relief support open for people that want to donate. Again, if you like to donate, make sure you help out. Last but not least, I just want to make sure. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about Talero, right? Talero. For tequila lovers, this is actually a very interesting, very interesting thing to have. So I'll go to. So Talero is three brothers also that actually own this brand of tequila as well. Um, they're probably one of the when I started in whiskey, when I started being on IG, Talero is actually one of the first people that say, "Hey, brother, welcome into the spirit community. We would love to actually send you a bottle and for you to try." Now, I'm ashamed to say they sent it to me, but because I'm not a really big tequila guy, I just went, yeah, I will try it. I will see what it is like. So I don't, nothing really. I'll be sure to actually just taste it with you. Tolero is 100% agave. So it's silver tequila, 100% agave azul from Jalisco, and it's 40% alcohol. So again, I'm not a tequila, forward person. I would taste tequila anyway. But the design of the bottle is just amazing. I love how it is. It's really straightforward. Nothing really crazy on it, but it's 100% agave. So for all my tequila lovers, if they come to my bar, I'll be sure to actually have them try it. I don't consider, I know how tequila is made. I know how it should taste. So I'm not going to take too much of it. I'm just going to take a little bit of it to see exactly what we are looking at when it comes to this tequila. So I'm not going to go too crazy because I'm mixing tequila and bourbon. So I'm going to suffer for you guys. So you guys are welcome. So Tequila Azul, 100% agave, is made straight from Jalisco, 40% alcohol, and is K&G beverage. That's what they own. That actually is able to do this for them. So it's Talero. Talero is available anywhere actually. So if you go on IG, like I said, I put the description there. You guys will be more than happy to actually check them out and see if you're a tequila lover. Black people own tequila. So salute. It's actually good enough. You can have it neat. Very sweet on the palate. Nothing crazy. You can actually enjoy it. It doesn't have any of the bitterness, any of the, like you need ice or you need that lime with it. It's 100% agave. Is organic, like you say, and yeah, it's not bad at all. It's definitely not bad. This is my first time you guys got to get to see me actually try tequila right in front of you. So again, these are black owned brand today that I actually talked to you about from Uncle Nearest, which is well known, to Grow Brothers, to Majestic, to uh, to Tequila, right? Today you guys got to see all the things. Talero is actually, I think it's quite affordable. I think it's like 30 some or $40. It's like between 30 and $40. It's not actually bad. No, 40 to 50. I apologize. Yeah, 30, 40 to 50. So I'll tell you right now is it's I like it. I really do. So yes. Um these are all the brands that I highlighted today. Like I said, you guys may know brands that I don't know. And I just want to make sure that you guys know uh you want to actually go and check out these black brands and see exactly how can we support, how can we help. When it comes to Black History Month, I want to make sure I repeat this again. It's not about just looking at a black man and saying, hey, happy Black History Month. It's about giving them opportunity and telling and actually give fighting for equality. So I want to take a moment and thank y'all for being here. I wanted just an hour of your time, and I wanted to make sure I show you these brands that we talked about. I want to make sure that you guys understand that I'm here to push the culture forward. I'm here to make sure that every whiskey drinker get a little bit of knowledge more than they've done before. So I want to thank you all. If you have a moment and you would like to donate against the message, there is text CH Love TX to 70 70 70, and you can donate $1 or two. And if I get anything, if you guys send me any cash app, I'll make sure I send it over. So I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your support. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, IG, and obviously on Facebook. And let's make sure that we actually, blow this thing out of the water. That's how you can help a black creator. And I will leave you guys with this message that I found. I always tell people, let's uplift the untold stories and contribution of black creators. The truth is, Black people never actually ever get credit for what they put out there. And the least we can do is uplift and tell their story. So, is for every design that I have, for everything you guys see, remember, if you're here on this chat, remember that um, my man Jubel is the one who designed everything that I do. So if you guys need any design, make sure you talk to Jubel. Jubel is the one who designed almost anybody I know that have an amazing logo. If you look at my logo, the Hood Sommelier logo, all was done by Jubel. If you look at me, what I'm wearing, all designed by Jubel. I wouldn't have done this without Jubel. So I want to take a moment and thank him. He's a Black creator. I'm a Black creator. I'm a content creator, digital content creator. And we need to make sure we support our creators and we uplift their stories from all our ancestors all the way to here. I just want to take a moment and thank you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. If you buy anything from me, I thank you. If you watch any of my video or like any of my posts on IG, I thank you as well. I just want to make sure that I'm here for y'all and reach out anytime. Again, I'm Jack Bigadoo. I'm the Hood Sommelier, and y'all have an amazing night.